Waqad, now he came to the court, he told the interpretation of the vision to the king. Waqal al-maliku utuni bihi. Now he said, bring that person to me. He seems to be very wise. Falamma ja'ahu rasul. But when, the messenger from the king came to Yusuf, qala irji' ila rabbik. He said, go back to your king, to your master, to your lord. Fas'alhu. And ask him, Ma balul niswati allati qatta'na aydiyahunna. What about the women who cut their hands? I was blamed for that. I was imprisoned for that, without the charge being proved against me. But at least that was said, to be the case. So unless I am, absolved and, I am honorably acquitted of that charge, I am not ready to get out of this prison. Inna Rabbi bikaydihinna alim. Verily, my Lord knows about their machinations, whatever they did. I didn't do anything wrong. Qala ma khatbukun. Now the king gathered all of them. And he asked them, Ma khatbukunna idh rawattunna Yusuf an nafsihi. What was the matter with you when you solicited and you wanted to and tried to seduce Yusuf? Qulna hasha lillah. They said, by Allah, the blameless. Ma alimna alayhi min su. We don't know, we have no knowledge of anything evil about him. Qalat imra'atul aziz. And now the wife of that chief minister or the chief executive officer, he spoke out. Al-ana hashas al-haq. Now that the truth has come out, ana rawattuhu an nafsi. I confess that I was trying to seduce him. Wa innahu la min as-sadiqeen. And he is absolutely, he is true, he was not a sinner. Zalika liya'lama anni lam akhunhu bil ghaib. Now about these two ayat, following two ayat, there's very difference of opinion as to who said these words. The continuity of this text, that demands that these are also the sayings of the same woman. But people usually think that these things, these words appear to be coming from a very knowledgeable and a person who believes in Allah and everything, And that woman was not of that character or that level or that stature. And these words, they are befitting only for Yusuf, alayhi salatu wasalam. So one way of interpretation is that Hazrat Yusuf said that I didn't want to expose these women, but I did want that, I should be honorably acquitted. ذَلِكَ لِيَعْلَمَ أَنِّي لَمْ أَخُنُ بِالْغَيْبِ. So that he knows, he should come to know who? The Al-Aziz, the husband of that woman should come to know that I didn't betrayed him and betrayed his trust in his absence. وَأَنَّ اللَّهَ لَا يَهْدِي الْكَيْدَ الْخَائِنِينَ. And I very well know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not going to make the guile of the betrayers successful. وَمَا أُبَرِّئُ نَفْسِي. At the same time, I don't declare my soul to be sinless and that it is all free from anything low. Inna nafsa la'amaratun su. Verily, the animal self in man commands him to something evil. Inna nafsa la'amaratun bisu. From here, we derive the word nafsa ammara. And that is not the self, the higher self. We have two selves within us, the spiritual self and the animal self. The animal soul and the divine spirit. These are two different things. We have a composite existence. So now the baser self, as we call it, or in Freudian terminology, the id or libido, well, all these lusts and desires, sensual gratification, they emerge from that baser self. So I don't absolve myself, because the baser self in every human being urges him for something evil. Illa man rahima rabbi, except the one whom the Lord has, shown mercy. Inna Rabbi Ghafurur Rahim, verily my Lord is forgiving and merciful. Now these words, they are befitting to Hazrat Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam. But some of the exegetes, because the continuity of the text that demands that these words are of wife of Al-Aziz. Maybe that during these 10 years, she might have been transformed. And she might have, reformed herself. And this seems to be, most of the people believe in it, that although she had all the evil designs before that, but now 10 years had passed. And during this period might be that she had, she had made tawbah, repented, reformed her, and she had become attained such level of knowledge. Maybe, we can't say. وَقَالَ الْمَلِكُ أُوتُونِي. Now this is to what I was referring by the context. Now the proceedings of the court are going on, and Hazrat Yusuf has not as yet come to the court according to this sequence of these ayat. وَقَالَ الْمَلِكُ أُوتُونِي بِهِ. Now when all this thing was cleared, in the absence of Hazrat Yusuf alayhi salam in the court of the king, he said, "Oh, bring him to me. أَسْتَخْلِصْهُ لِنَفْسِي. I will reserve him for myself." Such a noble man, such a person, such a man of such a high character, I will keep him with me exclusively. فَلَمَّا كَلَّمَهُ. And when he came and they had a dialogue, قَالَ إِنَّكَ الْيَوْمَ لَدَيْنَا مَكِينٌ أَمِينٌ. The king said, "Oh Yusuf, from this day you will be high in rank near us and a fully trusted person. You will hold a very high position in my court." قَالَ اجْعَلْنِي عَلَىٰ خَزَائِنِ الْأَرْضِ. Because Hazrat Yusuf now had the knowledge what is going to happen, what catastrophe is going to come to this land. So he said, قَالَ اجْعَلْنِي عَلَىٰ خَزَائِنِ الْأَرْضِ. Now put me in charge of all the storehouses of the land. إِنِّي حَفِيظٌ عَلِيمٌ. I am the best keeper and I am a knowledgeable person. I know how to manage things and I will do it, inshallah. So he knew it, and from here, some of the ulama, they deduce that if a person knows that he can deliver the goods, he can present himself, offer himself for some office. Generally it is believed that nobody should offer himself for an office, because to aspire for office is not good. It is really not good. If you are aspiring for any office or any position for your own sake, but if your intentions are that the problem which is going to be faced, you have the know-how and the expertise, and you can, deliver the goods, then you shouldn't keep back, and you should offer yourself. So this is the place from where those ulama, they take the argument and they infer. Because he said, "Ijalni ala khadainil ard." Now place me in charge and authority over all the storehouses of the land. Inni hafizun alim. Wa kadhalika makkanna li Yusuf. And this way, we established Yusuf in the land. Yatabawwa'u minha haythu yasha. Enjoying authority as, when and where he liked. Nusibu bi rahmatina man nasha. We bestow our mercy on whomsoever we like. Wala nuzi'u ajra al-muhsinin. And we are never going to let the reward or recompense of the good doers go in waste. Wala ajrul akhirati khairul lilladhina amanu wa kanu yattaqun. And surely the recompense or reward of the akhirah, of the hereafter, is much better for those who believe and who have been fearing Allah, who have been having proper regard for Him.